Most developer roadmaps you find online are either 2 years behind or so packed with things to learn that you close the tab feeling worse than when you opened it. This one is different. These are the things that actually matter right now in 2026. Explained the way I'd explain them to someone I actually want to help. Oh, and quickly before we start, I post 3 videos weekly, so subscribe and hit that bell to become a Codehead and get notified as soon as I drop. All right, let's go. Let's start with something nobody talks about enough. Before AI, before cloud, before any of the cool trendy stuff, it's Git. Git is still the thing people fake their way through. With code bases growing faster than ever and AI generating chunks of code nobody fully reads before merging, if you can't navigate a conflict, write a detailed pull request someone can actually review, or keep your branch history clean, you will slow down every team you work on.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Documentation is the same story. The dev who can explain what their service does, why a decision was made, how a system fits together is worth more than the one who can't. And speaking of dev worth, let's talk about the thing every job listing in every startup is talking about: AI. There are 2 levels to using AI. The first is using AI in your own workflow. If you're not using something like Cursor or Claude Code beyond basic autocomplete, you're working slower than you need to. The second level is building with AI. Calling the OpenAI or Anthropic API is the new fetch request. It's expected. Knowing how to build a RAG pipeline, connecting a language model to your own data using embeddings and a vector database, that's no longer a bonus. It's expected. GitHub's 2025 developer survey found over 70% of professionals were regularly using AI tools, and that number has only gone up. Okay, so once you're building with AI, you run straight into APIs. Every serious app in 2026 is a network of services talking to each other, and the developer who understands how that communication works and when it breaks is valuable literally anywhere. REST is still the default. GraphQL is worth knowing for data-heavy apps, but the part most people copy-paste without understanding is auth. OAuth 2.0 flows, token management, refresh logic. This is where security holes come from. Understand it once properly, and it applies everywhere. All those APIs and data have to live somewhere. You don't need to be a DevOps engineer, but if you can't containerize your app with Docker, deploy a serverless function on Lando or Cloudflare workers, or write a basic Terraform file, you're dependent on someone else for things you should own. Pick one cloud provider, go deep enough to be useful, and learn when to reach for a relational database versus a key value store versus a vector database. That one decision will save you from a lot of overbuilding. Serverless isn't the trend anymore. It's just how things get built. But managing all of that manually would be exhausting, which is why automation belongs on this list. The best developers right now aren't just writing code. They're building systems that run without them. Something broke in production, GitHub Actions already ran the tests and posted to Slack. A user signed up, N8N already triggered the onboarding email and updated the CRM. Tools like N8N or Make let you wire services together without writing much code at all. The skill is knowing when something is worth automating. The more you expose, though, the more security matters. This is really just about habits. Code pushed to a public repo, an API key hard-coded somewhere, a bot finds it in 3 minutes, they wake up to a huge cloud bill. Use environment variables. Use a secrets manager. Never commit credentials. The 2025 Verizon data breach report showed exposed credentials were behind a large share of breaches that year. Every one of them preventable. Know your OWASP basics too. SQL injection, XSS, broken off, the whole lot. And if you can't tell what your app is doing right now through logs and metrics, you're flying blind. OpenTelemetry is the open standard. Learn it once and it works everywhere. But if you really want to understand what's happening in your app or need to streamline and secure your workflow, then you need to use PostHog, the sponsor of today's video. PostHog is the all-in-one developer platform built for founders and engineers. We're talking product analytics to track funnels and retention, session replay so you can literally watch how users navigate your app, feature flags to roll out changes safely, A/B testing to measure their impact, error tracking to catch what's breaking, LLM analytics if you're building AI products, and surveys to hear directly from your users. And that's not even all of it. PostHog also has a CDP to pipe your data to 50 plus destinations, and a data warehouse where you can pull in data from your database, Stripe, HubSpot, and query it all with SQL right alongside your product data. They've also got SDKs for Python, Node, Go, Rust, Android, and more for your backend. So you can debug your product, understand your customers, analyze usage, and ship a more successful product faster. Oh, and I almost forgot the best part. 90% of PostHog users are on the free tier, so you can sign up right now and get access to every single one of their tools without paying a cent.